So you paid $360 for this? Yeah, for 50 mil. That's 50 mils of Discontinued 1989 Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels. Yes, right. How many times have you worn it? 3 times. In how long? 2 years. So you paid $120 per wearing. That's not how you... Okay, yeah, technically. And you're telling people that they should do this. I'm making a philosophical argument for... You're making an argument for paying for $120 for oak moss water. It's not just oak moss water, it's... What is it then? It's complicated. Try me. Okay, so when you buy something that's discontinued, you're not buying the thing itself. You're buying the impossibility of the thing. The impossibility. Yeah, like Dior Sauvage. Like, I can buy that whenever. There's no urgency. There's no stakes. So you buy things specifically because you can't buy them? No, because I can buy them. But soon I won't be able to. That's the same thing. It's not. There's a difference between buying something because it's rare versus buying something because you like it? Yes. And which one are you doing? Both? You're doing both. I'm doing both. How many bottles do you have that you've worn 3 times or less? That's not relevant. How many? 15? 15 bottles that you barely wear, that you paid how much total? I don't want to talk about ballpark. Maybe $4,000? $4,000 for things you don't use. I do use them. Just sparingly. Why sparingly? Because they're rare. If I use them, they'll disappear. So you bought them to not use them? No, I bought them to have them. Having them and using them are different? Obviously. Explain that to me like I'm 5. Okay, so fragrance is designed to evaporate, right? That's their whole function. You spray it, it develops, it disappears. Right. But discontinued fragrance is finite. There's only so much left in existence. So if I use it, it disappears. Exactly. So the act of using it destroys the thing I bought specifically to preserve. So you're preserving evaporation? Wait. Yeah, that kind of does sound stupid if you say it like that. Because it is stupid. Yeah, but everyone does this, man. Like book collectors who don't read books that they collect. Wine collectors who don't drink the wine and they just store it in a cellar somewhere. And that's stupid too. Okay, but at least books don't evaporate. You can theoretically read them later. And wine can theoretically be drunk later. Yeah, but you won't read them later and you won't drink the wine later. Right, but the possibility exists. Does it though? Or are you just paying for futures that you'll never live? That's actually a good point. I know. But there's something else, right? When I spray a discontinued fragrance, it feels different. Different how? Like I'm aware it's finite. Each spray is one less spray that exists in the world. And that makes you feel anxious. So you paid $360 to feel anxious. Oh, when you put it like that, how else should I put it? I'm experiencing scarcity. I'm engaging with impermanence. It's like memento mori in a bottle. You're experiencing self-inflicted FOMO about your own possessions. That's not... Okay, maybe a little bit. You're making yourself anxious about running out of something that you barely use. Yes. And you paid $360 for this privilege. I'm starting to see your point. Can I ask you something? Sure. Whose nostalgia is this? What do you mean? I mean, Van Cleef and Arpels Czar. 1989, right? 1989. Were you wearing this in 1989? I was like 11 years old. So you have no personal connection to this scent at all? No, but someone did. Like someone wore this to their wedding or their first date. So you're wearing someone else's memories? I'm Preserving history? You're cosplaying someone else's past. You paid $360 for borrowed nostalgia. Okay, that does sound kind of creepy. It sounds insane! Yeah, but museums do this all the time, bro. They preserve things from the past, from eras that people didn't live in. You're not a museum. I'm a person with shelves full of historical artifacts. You're a person with shelves full of juice that you're too anxious to spray. All right. Let me try a different angle. All right, please. What if I'm not buying the fragrance at all? What if I'm buying the story about having bought the fragrance? Like, the acquisition is more interesting than the ownership. Oh yeah, I paid $360 for Discontinued Van Cleef & Arpels Czar, original formulation, real oak moss, had to snipe it on eBay. The story is worth $360? The story is worth more than the fragrance. So the bottle could be empty and you'd still have the story. I mean, theoretically, yeah. Then you're collecting anecdotes, not fragrances. You just admitted to paying $360 for a story about spending $360. You got to realize that sounds batshit insane. Well, when you say it like that, that's the only way to say it. You bought a conversation piece that you're too anxious to use. It's more complicated than... Is it though? Okay. Here's the real answer. All right? Finally. When you've already bought everything that exists, when you own 50 bottles of things you can currently buy, what's left? Not buying more bottles? No, that's not just stopping. I can't just stop. Why not? Because then I'd have to sit with the fact that I already have everything I need and I'm still not satisfied. Oh, yeah. So discontinued fragrances are a way to keep buying things without admitting that I'm just buying to buy. Because if it's discontinued, it's special? Right. It's not just consumption, it's preservation or history or... I mean, it's still just consumption. I know. You know you're lying to yourself, right? I know I'm lying to myself, and you do it anyway. Every single time. So why should someone else do this? They shouldn't. But you're making a video telling them why they should. I'm making a video exploring the philosophy of... You're rationalizing your own bad decisions. Maybe. Definitely. Okay, definitely. So what's the actual answer? Should somebody pay $360 for a discontinued fragrance that they'll probably never finish? They shouldn't. But they will. Why? Because we've run out of ways to feel something that doesn't involve clicking buy now. That's pretty bleak. Yeah, I know. You're buying time in between disappointments. I'm buying futures I'll never live. In 50ml bottles. In 50ml bottles that I'll never finish. This is insane. Completely. So you're gonna stop? Absolutely not. Why not? Because next month there's a discontinued bottle of... Oh my God, it's the last one, and if I don't get it, you have 15 bottles that you don't wear. But this one's different. How is it different? Well, I haven't bought it yet. That's your criteria? That's my criteria. You should talk to someone. I'm talking to you. No, I mean professionally. What are they going to say? Stop buying bottles you don't use? Yes. Yeah, but then what do I buy? Nothing? You know, you could just, I don't know, not buy things? For how long? Forever? That's not realistic. Why not? Because then I'd have to sit with myself and feel things without purchasing objects to fill the void. Yes, that sounds terrible. It probably is. So I buy discontinued fragrances instead of therapy. Therapy costs $180 a session. You just spent $360 on oak moss water. But I own the oak moss water. Do you though? Or does it own you? That's actually pretty good. Thanks. Can I use that in the video? This is the video. Right. So, should people pay through the nose for discontinued fragrances? No. Will they? Probably. Because? Because you can't buy everything that exists without eventually buying things that don't exist anymore. Because scarcity makes you believe things matter. Because finishing the collection is impossible, so you keep collecting. Because the alternative is admitting that you have enough and nobody wants to admit they have enough. Yeah, that's really good. I've been thinking about this while you've been talking. So the answer is you're not buying a smell. You're buying the last thing that you haven't bought yet. And when you buy it, it becomes the thing you've already bought and stopped caring about. So you buy the next thing forever and ever until you die. Surrounded by bottles I never finished, having spent thousands on futures you've never lived, preserving evaporation, hoarding scarcity until it's not scarce anymore, and calling it a hobby instead of what it is, which is expensive therapy which doesn't work. I'm still going to buy that bottle next month. I know. Hey, you want to split it? Absolutely not. Worth asking.